Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here of the Tejano Time Podcast. Hope you guys are having a fantastic evening right here on this Monday evening. And a big shout out to everyone that's watching the show también right now who's tuned in on Tejano TV, man. We're streaming it live on Tejano TV as well. So saludos to each and every one of you guys out there that are with us on Tejano Time podcast on Tejano TV. All right, so we want to welcome these guys back here to the show. We're not back. This is our very first time here on the show. Okay, but let me welcome my co-host, Mr. Tony Antonio V. Back to the show as well. Antonio, saludos. Thank you for joining us as well. Blaze Brothers, guys, from San Benito, Texas, I want to say. Yes, for sure. We got Mr. Ben and also Ray Rodriguez with us here on the show tonight. Welcome to Tejano Time Podcast, fellas.
How's it going, guys? Nice to be here.
Thank you so much for having us, guys. We really appreciate this.
No problem. No problem. We had to get you guys on and talk a little bit about what's happening with you guys. You guys seem to be doing great things right now here in the industry as well. I mean, you guys are charting everywhere. You got a great song that's out right now, and I know. Just tell us a little bit about the Blaze Brothers. For how did it get started for you guys? I know there's a story. That how it got started. It wasn't really planned. It just came about. I'll let you tell them because I know this is something that you guys can fill in.
Yeah, sure. Blaze Brothers started off pretty much as a project with Mr. Salomon Ramos as well. He's a producer, and he was producing over at a studio there, Remy Music Studio. Shout out to Remy Music Studio. And just producing a lot of like norteño, Tejano stuff. And I played with other bands as well, recording with him. But I gave him a text and I told him, hey, man, I kind of want to start doing my original music. I think it's time to do some originals. What do you think about, going, recording, producing? And he said, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it. Bring it. And so we did. And it was just one of those things where we show up and I mean, Salomon's a great producer. He's a great musician, very well known in the Tejano industry. He played with Grupo Retoño, of course, with his brothers and his dad, Samuel Ramos, with Los Tesoros. So a very well known guy, real cool guy. And so we show up, Ray and I show up and show him the song there in the studio. And he said, okay, let's track the dummy track. And boom, it just went really, really fast, man. And Salomon looked at us after, like midway through, and he's like, man, I think you guys got something. I think you guys got something. Let's do this. So it kind of went pretty fast after that.
Awesome. So your sidekick's not with us tonight. He's a little under the weather. Another one of your bandmates there as well, should I say. You guys have got a great group of guys with you. And I know that you had mentioned it there as well. What was your partner's name?
Salomon,
there you go. I knew we had talked about it earlier, and we had mentioned it earlier as well. Yeah. He has a lot of musical background. I guess we had a conversation during the week as well, and going back to talking about Salomon, a lot of great experience as well. Has he written a lot of songs también as a songwriter?
I don't know if he has as many songs. He's very well known as far as of course, his accordion playing is phenomenal. He also plays many instruments. Right now, he's with Control. He goes on tour with Control, and he's playing the bajo sexto for them and accordion. But just, he can play a lot of different instruments, man, and just can really plug in and help out anywhere that's needed pretty much. So he's just one of those guys. And me and Salomon go way back, man. I back in high school, I played with this band called Ganancia. They were out of Willacy County, Raymondville, and San Perlita. Down here in the valley, and we recorded in Houston actually at a place called with Voltage Records. I don't know if you remember Voltage Records. Yes. It goes back some time. Yeah, and Juan P. Moreno was with them at the time, and he produced our album. And I was playing bajo sexto with the band. So for me, and Juan P. walks in, I was just like, wow, because he still is, in my opinion, the best bajo sexto player out there. Yeah. He's just great. But he produced the album. And I kind of connected with him, and later on, Juan got a hold of me, and I ended up playing saxophone with him on a little tour he did in Monterrey. And so we practiced actually at Salomon's dad's house, at Samuel Ramos's house here in La Paloma, in San Benito, Texas. and we practiced there. And I remember practicing there with Juan P. Moreno, and Salomon must have been about 10 years old at this time. And he's just kind of walking around,
Wow.
Wandering around. And he had already picked up the accordion at this time. I think he recorded a polka with his dad. And I see him walking around, and there was a note, Wampi had a lot of jazzy type songs, that he would add the saxophone to. And there was a note that I kept missing. I couldn't find it. And Salomon is standing next to me. Mind you, he's 9 or 10 years old. And he looks at me and he sings the note, the pitch that I needed to find. And I match it. And that was the note. And when he did that, I was like, man, okay, this kid's special, And sure enough, I mean, he's just a phenomenal musician.
Awesome. Well, we hope he feels better as well, también, Salomon.
Yeah, he's under the weather right now. Yes, sir.
Yes, for sure. And we want to talk a little bit with Mr. Ray, también, the guitar player there for Blaze Brothers as well. So how long you been with the band, brother?
Well, the band actually started pretty recently. I mean, me and Ben, first and foremost, me and Ben have been we've been friends since we were 4 years old, and we're 47. So you do that.
Wow. Yeah.
So we've known each other since we were very young, and so Ben started playing guitar before I did. I started when I was about 15 or so, and so Ben was part of my inspiration. So I wanted to play guitar because we were really great friends, and he would jam out at his house, and I wanted to be a part of it. So as far as the Blaze Brothers, this project started this year actually, and probably like January, I would say, more or less. I mean, me and Ben have been jamming out and playing together for years and years and years and years. Different bands, cover bands. We've also right now we're currently in a like a Tejano Norteño band together, which Ben plays multiple instruments. I play guitar for like the country songs and whatnot. But Blaze Brothers is a newer project that happened this year in 2025, early 2025. So I've been in it since the beginning, and we really didn't think it was going to go this far. I mean, the success that this one amazing song has found is mind blowing to us, because we've been playing, like I said, for many years together. Ben is a very gifted songwriter and musician, and he has a ton of music. He's a great lyricist, and he's written so many songs that I think are worthy to be on the radio, but we just never really pushed it or the way it should be. So hopefully this is the push to get all his music out there, because the music, of course, I'm a little biased, but it's great music, great lyrics, and I think we should share that with the world, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt. And going back to the single, like you said, this single is doing wonders for you guys right now. Una Más, and we're talking about Borracho Bailando. We're gonna get to that song here in a little bit during the show. So you guys that are waiting out there, wait patiently. We're gonna get it so you guys can hear it. I know it's already becoming a fan favorite from a lot of people out there who love the song. So yeah. And let me send out a couple of them. Just dropped in to say hello really quick. Veronica Lopez, who's tuned in as well. Saludos, Veronica. Saludos to everyone from Luis Garcia. Casey Garcia, love that song. So yes, so you've guys got some supporters on there as well. So yeah, we're going to get to everybody's comments throughout the show here as soon as we can. And so just hang tight, guys. All right. So share the live if you're watching right now as well here on Tejano Time Podcast. So Ben, maybe you want to vouch for this one here. What's the story, or what's the story behind the name Blaze Brothers?
Blaze Brothers just came kind of in the studio, man. As we were recording, it kind of became a joke there, where we kept on saying, man, this is fire. Once one kind of made that comment, then we just kind of started joking around. And from there, we just called it. And also, I kind of have a history. I used to be a firefighter in Harlingen. Shout out to the Harlingen Fire Department. But I was a firefighter for some time there in Harlingen as well. So it just fit right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it goes hand in hand right there. Blaze Brothers. Yeah, why not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so also Tori Alvarado, saludos from Houston here in H-Town as well. Saludos, Tori. All right, so everybody that's tuned in, go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions, but I'll do one at a time. One of the things that we always hear a lot of, and it sounds like, Ben, you have Ray said you had a lot of music written down. What is y'all's take on cover songs? What are your thoughts? We hear a lot of mixed emotions about it, but more and more people are doing cover, or they're bringing back songs that are on albums that just really never got the exposure, and somebody's decided, hey, you know what, this should have been a hit. I'm going to do it. Do you guys? What is y'all's thought on that? Whoever wants to answer that.
I mean, I think that's great. Like you said, there's so many. I collect records myself, so like I've gone through so many albums sometimes, and I hear songs, I'm like, how is that not a hit for them? That exact mentality. And then sometimes people do cover it later. You even think they're the original band because you've never heard it, but the song is so great. So I think anything that gets the music out there is amazing. I'm all for it. I think for us, for this project, for Blaze Brothers, I think part of the excitement, and going back to what Ray was saying, we've been friends for a long time, but we've been playing original music, Ray and I, for many, many years, and so there's songs there that our family and friends know and stuff. And so for us, part of the excitement is being able to create something and then record it, and then for it to get received well, I mean, obviously it feels great, but to get it out there, is amazing. That's part of the excitement, I think, for what we're doing. But I am totally open always for, covers or something like that too as well.
If I can, guys, I sure. love hearing covers, and I mean, we've been into music for many, many years together, and of course, I love covers. But to me, and we've discussed this, me and Ben have discussed this, I think that the music that he's written and the lyrics that he's written, I mean, I think we have plenty of material to get out there. I love hearing covers, and I mean, I listen to covers left and right all the time. But I think this particular project, because we're in cover bands as well, but this particular project, I mean, I want to get this music out there. I want to get this music that Ben's written out there, because I really do enjoy playing it. Number one, I enjoy hearing it and listening to it, and I want to share that with everyone. It's great stuff.
Yeah, so and that's awesome, because we hear it, time and time again, not even just on the podcast. You hear it out on the street. There's nothing, I mean, you don't know the potential your music has if you don't put it out there. And you guys are, like you just said, Ray, there's so much out there original that you guys, or that Ben's got. Why not? If you guys are on the same page and you've got a great support system, that's what we need. Is nothing against the cover music, but a lot of artists are scared to do their own stuff. And I think we're in a different time that, hey, you know what? I'm going to do it. We're going to put it out there. We don't know it's going to work until you put it out there. Why let it sit there over and over and over?
Yeah. And there's songs that Ben can attest to that are years and years and years old. I mean, he's been writing for quite some time. And I think that the success of this song, which was more recently written, this is a newer song that Ben's written, but I think the success of this song is going to open doors for people to hear the other tunes that we have, and I know people are going to love them. I know people are going to love them. It's great stuff. It's really good stuff, guys.
So Ben, you are the songwriter then. Let's put it that way, right? So,
yes.
Tell us a little bit about your creative process when it comes to songwriting. I know everyone has their own style or whatnot and what they do.
Yeah, I do it for fun, basically. I just love doing it. I do it for fun. And like Ray said, we've been doing it for so long. It was never planned. I don't think we ever really envisioned like, hey, it's always a dream to hear something you wrote or you singing on the radio. That's a childhood dream, I think, for a lot of us. But I didn't think in writing it, but we would just do it for fun and jamming it out. So first and foremost, like we love doing it. Something a lot of times when we'd get together, that's all we do and a lot of times in that room that he's in, actually right there, as you can see, he's got some small equipment in there. We just go in there and just get lost for hours, man. And it's mostly 90% original stuff that we're playing, and we just like get lost and just play. So we just kind of like to do it. Love to do it.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. Blaze Brothers, guys, if you're joining us here on the show, right here on Tejano Time Podcast. Got a great song out there that's doing great things right now out in the industry as well. Let me get to some of these other comments right quick, guys, right here. Robert Garcia watching over on YouTube as well. Saludos. Jesus Gonzalez, Ben Peña, love you, he says. This is your nephew, Jesse. He's tuned in right now.
Awesome.
Yes, tuned into the show. That's right. And we got Irma, también my favorite country Tejano song there. So, yes. Gracie.
Number one fan. Number one fan.
Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Gracie Barnett says, North Carolina, love the song. Tuned in as well.
Thank you.
Yes, so as keep up the great job. It says here from, of course, from Jesus también as well. Keep up the great job. Great song, lots of love, Uncle Jesse. That's right. And Yoli Vera también says, love you. Love Una Mas, ready for your CD and next songs as well. So we'll be talking about that during the show as well, upcoming
Love you, Yoli.
plans and whatnot. So yeah, everybody that's tuned into the show right now. So if you, again, you guys, if you're watching, share it. Everybody on Tejano TV también as well. So guys, any specific artists or bands from the Valley or the RGV or anywhere throughout the state of Texas at that that have inspired you guys?
Oh, I mean, yeah, man, there's so many great artists. I mean, again, from San Benito, it's hard not to mention Freddie Fender. You know what I mean? That's like growing up. I mean, he's the first thing you hear, you know, and it's the first thing you it's Freddie Fender. And so that first and foremost, I think was huge, at least for me, to inspire me to play music and stuff like that. And actually on the way, a little story there with that. On the way to go record Una Mas, I was running a little early, and that street that we go to the studio with, we have an old cemetery there, and that's where Freddie Fender is laid to rest. And so I had never stopped by, and I was running early, so I pulled over and got down and went and, you know, just thanked him for what he's done and kind of had a little conversation, man, and really left there feeling really, really good, you know, and went right into the session. But yeah, just kind of stopped and just to honor him, you know, for what he's done, you know, not only for me, but inspiring me to start, but what he's done, you know, for country music itself, you know, and Tejano music and San Benito.
And San Benito, yes, of course.
Yeah,
yes.
And another artist that I like a lot, and it happens to was born in San Benito, is Charlie Crockett. I mean, that guy's amazing. You know, what an amazing story, an amazing artist that guy is too. Also from San Benito.
Also, oh, great. I know Tony's got some more questions for you up there, but he's are you all right up there, Tone?
No, I needed to move that light. It was killing me, right?
Oh, is that what it was? I figured that was what it was. It was shining right in your face there. Yes. So we want to play the song for everybody that's tuned into the show out there también here, so you guys can get a chance to get, if you have not heard the song right now, or it's everywhere, guys. It's being streamed over radio. It's on all digital platforms también. We're playing it here in Houston. He's playing it over in Lubbock. It's all over the place. Internet radio stations and whatnot. Requested today, or you can also stream it también. Available on all digital platforms. So let's just tune into the song right now. Let's play the song for everybody that's out there. Let us know what you think, también, if you're listening, you know, or watching or viewing the show, should I say. And, you know, let them know what you guys think of the song. So we're going to play that tune right quick right here on Tejano Time Podcast. So we're going to be right back here with Mr. Ben right here from the Blaze Brothers and también Ray Rodriguez as well. So hang tight, guys. We'll be right back here in just a few. All right. Tony, fix that light issue, all right? All right, guys, we'll be right back. This one here is Una Mas, Borracho Bailando. Check this one out right here from everybody out there that's tuned in. Tejano Time.
Una más, voy a complacerte una más. Tengo ganas de tomar. Brindo por este final. Si te vas, llévate el recuerdo nada más y deja mi corazón en paz. Lo que te di no lo puedes borrar. Si me ves bailando, es porque ando borracho y ando tratando de olvidarte así. Si me ves besando otros labios amargos, también estoy orando por dentro por ti. Ando borracho bailando. pensarás que no te quiero, pero la verdad es que te amo mucho más de lo que tus ojos dirán. Si me ves bailando, es porque ando borracho y ando tratando de olvidarte así. Si me ves besando otros labios amargos, también estoy orando por dentro por ti. Ando borracho bailando.
There you have it, guys, right there. We are talking about the Blaze Brothers. That song is available on all digital platforms. So, guys, if you're tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, go out there and stream it, okay, while you can. Ray was there. He's here. He'll be back here in just a bit, so he's on. But we got a great comment that came through as well that we want to touch on. OG, that's what he's going by. He says, how do you think the rise of streaming and social media has changed what it means to break through as artists? Where do you see the future of Tejano music heading in the social media radio world?
Well, in social media, I mean, I think it's there's pros and cons, right, to everything. I think for one thing, I think it's a great thing in allowing artists to really get out there who didn't have a platform to get out there unless you were signed with a major label or something like that before. So in that respect, I think it's great, you know. I think on the other side, again, I collect records, so I'm kind of old school. So I still call them albums, you know, I still call them albums and records. But so it's like, I know that that's what they used to count it by, right? Where you would sell so many albums and you would go gold, or you would go platinum. Since growing up in that era, it's hard not to be biased towards that and miss something physical that you got along with what you were hearing. And it was like a whole process with an album, you know, where you'd open it up and read the pictures and check it out and see all the players and who played in this, check it out. And so it's just something physical. I kind of miss that part of it. But I mean, you know, regardless, it's streaming now, and I don't think it'll really ever be the same, obviously, you know. And now with streaming, I think it's great in getting the just artists out there, though. That is great, you know. Now everybody can kind of make their way out there, you know, and be heard.
And be heard, correct? Yes, a lot of
all the time. You can kind of self-promote yourself now with
Right.
the way the social media or just the digital world, the way things have changed, you know, from the 80s and 90s. We hear it a lot that, you know, some people don't really have a promoter. They just kind of do their own thing and push it themselves. And you know, you know, there's no telling what the future brings, because I don't think it can get much faster than what we got now. But
yeah, there's no doubt about that. Congratulations from Coach Gonzalez for your success there. Yolanda Sanchez has that up there. So yes,
thank you.
Definitely. So tell me a little bit about Ray. Well, hopefully Ray can log back in and we can get him. I know he's down there, but he's probably having some issues. Yes, we did lose him. So
okay.
Yeah, but he'll jump back in. He can log in with the same information. But what is your favorite place to play at, man? I know you've been, like you said, you've been doing this for quite some time now, performing, whether, you know, it's with the Blaze Brothers now, of course, but, you know, in prior years, is there a favorite venue that you like to perform at? or in the past?
Yeah, and I think we played at a lot of private events. A lot of private events, the quinceañeras, the weddings, are still huge here. When it comes to playing around here, I think I'm a little biased towards Silverados. Shout out to Silverados and Chris over at Silverados. It's just always a fun place to jam there, man. And I like that saloon a lot.
Awesome.
But yeah, man, talking about what you were saying earlier about the bands, man, there's so many great bands, man. I mean, that's another thing I like to do. If I'm not playing, like, I like to go out, to the places around here and just kind of check it out, man, and just have fun, because there's so many great bands out here now. I'm all over, I'm assuming, but I'm just talking to what I know here in the RGV. I mean, it's just you go out and there's so many great players and bands, and everybody sounds great, man. And so country, Tejano's big, but so is country. It's very big here too. I think both of them are very strong. Down here in the valley for sure.
And like we were, talking earlier before the show as well. It's a thing right now. It's in right now. Tejano country. A lot of Tejano artists, collaborating with country artists. It's been taken off pretty much. There's a lot of artists out there that are doing a lot of Tejano country songs and seem to be doing very well. And there are a lot of them that are out there charting as well. So that's amazing. I think that's what the industry needs a little bit more of, a lot more collaborations también as well. You guys are any collabs maybe that you guys were looking towards doing in the future with anybody? Any talks?
Right now there hasn't been any talks, but I mean, we are open, you know what I mean? We are open to make music. But yeah, right now we're just kind of concentrating on finishing what we have to make our album and complete it. Like Ray said, all of them are originals, but we are totally open to collab. So anybody out there wanting to collab with the Blaze Brothers, get a hold of us. Let's do something.
There it is. There's the pitch, guys. Ray, welcome back.
Yes. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I know we lost you. I said he'll get back in here with it. You were there for a while and then you disappeared. So it's like, I figured he was having some issues there. But yes, Alexis Garza says, go Ray and Ben over on YouTube as well. Mr. George Vinces también is tuned into the show right there out of California, right there. Saludos from Cal. Streaming is good we'll get to know, but money is who you know in the industry, unfortunately. Okay. Tejano's new country artist. Love it. Yes. So, yeah, definitely, guys. We appreciate all the comments and everybody viewing the show tonight. Thank you so much. Right here, we've got the Blaze Brothers. These guys are on the rise, so you're gonna be hearing a lot more of these guys. So the song we just heard, Una Más Bailando Borracho, there is works for a video also coming up here in the future, correct?
Yeah, there is. And actually that picture you put up while you were playing the song was taken at a place called Agave Cantina down here in the valley. And that's where we shot. It's a really cool little place. And that's where we shot the video. We already got a sneak peek at it. So it's going to be coming out very, very soon.
Awesome. So you guys, go ahead.
No, yeah. So we recorded it there at that cantina, and we did a couple of things. So the majority of it's already done. They're just kind of working on some last minute details. So that's going to be out very, very soon.
Cool. So y'all be on the lookout for that video as well, and we'll get their social media handles, whatever platforms they're going to be on. We'll get all that for you guys towards the end of the show también, so that way you guys can give them a follow, all right? And you'll be able to get all the inside scoop as to when the video drops and everything. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing video. Again, the venue, like you said, was an amazing place to shoot it at as well. So, and the song is great too. So I'm sure they want us to view the video, to go along with the song. So that's going to be something to look forward to as well. So, again, how do you see the current landscape of Tejano country music evolving, not just in the RGV, but just overall in general in the music industry?
Man, I think it's great because I hear a lot of new stuff. I hear a lot of the collabs, on the album, we had Freeman Arthur played the steel guitar on the album, and he's collabed with Intocable and a lot of many artists, Tejano artists, and started a whole new kind of thing now with like what they call country cumbia now kind of type of deal. And so, that's awesome to see. I love to hear merging and new music, but I also think that there's a lot of traditional roots too. And I'm happy to see that here too. I mean, Conjunto here in the Valley, I mean, man, these guys, all of these guys are awesome. There's some great bands that come out of the Valley. So that traditional, there's something about that too, you know, and I like to hear that on the radio too. Like you'll listen, hear something new, and then boom, like old school conjunto will come and hit just right, you know, you're like, yeah.
Right.
And then Tejano will come in. And then so I kind of like where it's going, man, because it seems to stay true to traditional roots. There's a lot of these young guys that sound like the old conjunto cats, you know, and they sound great, you know. And then you also have this merging of new music. I think Tejano overall is on the rise with everything, with the talent that's available now, and then all these different types of music that you're getting, traditional and new. I think it's only going up.
Yeah, and a lot of talented artists out there that are on the rise as well. Not just like it was, you know, I would say 5 years ago, it was kind of tough. You know, we didn't know which way the industry or you know, music was going. I mean, there was, you know, a lot of yesterday's artists which still make great music today. But just out of the bloom, so many new artists that are just popping up left and right. Very, very talented artists at that, you know, from all over the board. You know, we're talking from, you know, we've got a lot of talented artists over in Arizona, a lot of them from New Mexico, Colorado, you know, up in the Michigan area también, in the Midwest. Very, very talented. Florida también. There's a lot of great people out over in Florida también that make some great music. So, yeah, I mean, it can work. You know, if we all just work together going forward, I think it can be it can be something.
I really think that even after COVID, you know, we were at a standstill, right? You know, it's not a secret, and I think that's what motivated a lot of people. Maybe a lot of you artists, like it gave y'all time to look things over and to be like, you know what, if God's gonna give us another day, boom, I'm gonna fulfill my dream. I'm gonna put out this music that I've been holding on to, because I really think that after COVID, we've seen, like Keith just said, and you guys agree, we're seeing a lot more just new artists and a lot more uprising. You know, it's making a comeback. It's slowly, you know, we're not back, you know, when we were years and years ago, but we're seeing a lot more participation, a lot more people that just don't. It's not that they don't care, but they're going to do what they want to because they've been holding on to it for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like the COVID wake up call for everyone. I think that spawned a lot of creativity in musicians, and we had a lot of extra time. I mean, our day jobs were kind of at a halt a little bit, you know. So that spawned a lot of creativity, and songs like this were able to be you know, birthed or whatever the case. But yeah, I know Ben wrote a bunch of songs during COVID, so I mean these songs are forthcoming, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy them, and they're gonna be good stuff. It's going to hit hard.
So let's talk a little bit about plans. Is it going to be an EP? Is this going to be a full album? What are we talking here?
Right now, we're balancing back and forth between 5 and 7. So I guess balancing the EP and the album still, but it'll be 5 to 7 songs. We're not sure exactly how many or where to stop this one, but I'm anxious to just kind of record them, get them down, and then get started on the next one. Like, you know,
Exactly.
Yeah. Right now, while everything's vibing, but there's just a vibe about the studio, man. We just get in there, and it's so fun, and it's just so, like, you know, freeing, and just the vibe there is great. So I just always want to be there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Blaze Brothers, guys, the guest on the show tonight, man. If you're just joining us, great stuff. La Reina, another artist out there, says hello. She loves the song as well. Another artist out in the industry, también from West Texas, I believe. She's out from that area as well. Yes. Lubbock, Texas, La Reina.
Awesome.
Saludos.
So, I have to ask you guys, because when I got y'all's music, I was jamming out to it. I was like, man, you know, this is cool. You know, this is badass. And I was like, we're definitely putting this on rotation. But we couldn't help notice, and that's going to be my question: how do you guys do it? There's 7 of you. How do you guys get along? You know, I'm sure you guys probably have, you know, your battles or whatever, or maybe not. I don't know, but 7 of you guys. How do you guys do that?
Well, so first of all, right now it's kind of easy right now, because when it goes to the studio, it's basically me, Solomon, and then Ray. So it's like we kind of do most of it there. I mean, and then the guys will come in. The guys that you see on there, they've helped us out, like when we play, when we're coming out and do stuff. But as far as like when we go to the studio, I mean, it's no secret again how talented Solomon is. He plays a lot of the instruments, man. And, you know, we just like get going right there and we just get it done. He's really good about doing that. And as you hear the solo at the end, Mr. Rayrod is just gets it done all day long. So yeah. So it's really not. I guess the fact of having of doing originals, and having it produced with Solomon, we just kind of bounce back and forth. We work really well together, and it just kind of polishes up and then go. So we haven't had to do, and so we haven't gone on tour yet. We do plan to do a little tour here, especially a Texas tour, towards the end of summer. So contact me in about the fall, and I'm sure I'll have a lot more stories for you once we're out on the road with each other. So we haven't had that yet.
So I was gonna say, so Ben's doing it the smart way. He's just bringing in one or two at a time, so that way.
Yeah, exactly.
You're getting ready, like you said, for the fall. You'll be more prepared,
Yeah, exactly.
People to be bringing into the studio. You just said that, but yeah, you're probably going about it the right way. One at a time. It's your turn tomorrow.
Yeah, no, but I do think it's going to be needed though. And like Ray and I have discussed, like we want to keep it as true as possible, and like on there, like we'll play different guitar parts, but we want them to be represented live as well. So you're going to need those people in there, it's like you hear these little guitar parts. I want it to be represented well. So we're going to have to carry all those guys with us. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Any long time goals for the band?
Man, everything's happened so fast. It really, really happened fast. I mean, like Ray mentioned earlier, I wrote the song in January. We recorded in February and then produced it. And I mean, it got it, mixed and mastered by Mr. Matt Roja in Nashville, and then it was on the radio we got released in late April 25th, I believe it was. It was good. So it's very, and then it just very, kind of we got a really good response, and we're very grateful for that. But after that, it just started blowing up pretty fast, So it's been pretty quick. It hasn't given us enough time probably to even think about too further down. Right now, we're just like, okay, we need to finish this album. Let's go. Let's finish it. We're anxious to always be in the studio and finish it right now. So that's just kind of where our mentality and goal is.
Yeah. That's some good stuff right there. Sandy Pena also says she loves the song También as well. So she chimed in earlier. I didn't get a chance to get that up there. So
Thank you,
Sandy. You. Yes. Great stuff right here. Blaze Brothers on Tejano Time Podcast. All right. So again, guys, a big shout out to everybody on Tejano TV as we're streaming it live. También to all the viewers out on Tejano TV right now on Roku. Thank you so much for watching the show tonight. Blaze Brothers, be on the lookout for these guys because these guys are doing great things right now. They got the single that's just doing wonderful for them. An EP, maybe an album, still hasn't been decided, is in the works for these guys. Again, they're already laying down new tracks for it and whatnot. A video is coming up as well very, very soon. También that should be wrapping things up on that. They're just doing the final touches on that. So be on the lookout for the video. I know you guys are anxious to see that también because nowadays it's a single and a visual that goes along with it. That's just a thing now. With all the podcasts and things like that are out there happening, a lot of shows and whatnot on social media. It's another. How do you say it? Other than just the audio itself, but a visual. They want to see the band. Yeah. They want to see the video because at one point in time there was no videos being done for quite a few years. Several of them here and there, but not as much as they are now. And I think everybody's popping out a lot of videos, which is a great thing for the industry. If you wanted to continue to grow, this is a great thing. And then you have now Tejano TV as well, who streams videos 24 hours a day. It's another good thing as well.
Which goes back to what we were talking about, social media. We didn't have this, years ago to where now it motivates a lot of people like, man, we make a video, it's going to hit right away. We're not going to have to wait for MTV to put it out or anything like that. Finish it tomorrow and put it out, an hour later and reach billions of people, right away.
Yeah. And then even down here, like, again, going back to like how, dancing's really big down here. So that's why the country and Tejano together goes so well, and it's really big. But at all these saloons and bars and places where they have the dancing, they all have, or not all, most of them have that big screen in the back, the big beautiful flat screen. And as the DJ's playing the music, he has their videos going on, just all over. It looks really cool. And you're right. I think it gives another visual to along with the music. And so I see people looking at it all the time while they're dancing. And it's just like, I think it really helps get the music out there for sure, to have that visual.
Definitely.
Yeah. So Reynaldo Hernandez also is tuned into the show, and I believe we touched on this earlier. But where are they from, and how long have they been playing? Reynaldo, appreciate you tuning in, buddy. San Benito, Texas, from the RGV out down the valley. And you guys have been together. I mean, these guys have known each other since they were young, 4 years old at that. You know what I mean? Some of the guys
Yeah.
here in the band as well, but they performed, with different bands in the back in the days and whatnot. They still do so today, but this project that they've got going on right now is very, very young. The Blaze Brothers. So I would say, what would you say? I mean, you're the ones that know how long you guys have been together, actually. So as Blaze Brothers.
Yeah, I think as Blaze Brothers, it's very new. I would count it from the day we stepped into recording studio in January. So we're literally months into what is now the Blaze Brothers, for sure.
You guys didn't expect the song to. I mean, I'm sure you didn't expect it to do what it's doing now. You know what I mean? Just January. And the release date on this was like end of April, beginning of May.
Yeah.
When it was released.
Yeah, the end of April.
Yeah. Wow. So, you're looking at about a month and a week or so, a month and a half, maybe at that, that it's been out. And, what are you most excited about, guys, right now with this single that is just taken off for you guys? Anyone can jump in.
It's just been like one thing after the other. At least for me, it's just like, just something else just started, one door opened and another one. And for me, I think the biggest thing in the beginning, like, again, it's always something new, but it was hearing the song on the radio for the first time on Super Tejano 102.1. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to Super Mario out there, Mondo. They played out there, and I was driving with my youngest son, Ashton. And he loves music too. And so he hears it. And, my kids hear the songs first, when I put them to bed, like I'm there playing for them. So they know the songs and they're like very into it. And me and Ashton, he just looks at me and I pull over, and it's just like, we had a little moment where we just listened to it, just quiet the whole time. And afterwards I look at him, we're both teary eyed. So it was just a great, great moment. I think that is just, having that dream as you're growing up as a kid, to like, man, I want to hear one of my songs on the radio or something, or just even having a thought maybe, and for it to kind of come to fruition. To me, that was just the biggest thing for me, initially when that happened. And then after that, it's just been, one thing after the other. We're just so grateful that it's been received well. We had we were just very grateful to just be on the Tejano Gold Countdown. We were the featured band this past weekend. We're number 11 on the Tejano Gold Countdown. It's just like, man, and then that was huge for us too, And so everything, it's just like everything that's happened with it. It's just, we're very grateful for it. And it just seems like, there's always something new coming in. So we're just loving every step of it, every step of the way.
It's been pretty phenomenal. Like to like Ben said, hearing your song on the radio, hearing, you're on that song that's playing on the radio. And I have two young boys as well who are, following my steps in music as well. And when they hear it, they just go wild. They think it's so amazing, and they call Ben Theo Ben, of course. And they just, they love it. My wife hears it, and it's incredible to hear something that you're a part of on the radio. And it makes you feel really good,
Oh, of course, without a doubt, and many artists will tell you that as well. A lot of them don't get that opportunity to hear it on the radio. They'll make music, and again, it's a struggling industry, at times. But for you guys to take off as quickly and I mean, as you have, is just beyond me. That's just like, wow. You guys have just blew up pretty much. Over a couple of. A month and a half, with that song. So that's just amazing. You're doing one Tejano Gold Countdown. We're talking about, number 11. So that's congratulations to you guys on that as well.
Thank you.
Yes, great accomplishments. So very early stages in this, road that's open right now for you guys right now. So you guys are there. It says hopefully you guys can come to San Antonio, Texas, and wish you guys the best. So maybe we'll check you out if you ever. Yeah, you never know.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Reynaldo.
Thank you, Reynaldo.
We'll get some information on those guys where you can give them a follow también. Reynaldo, if you're not already following them on social media también, look them up, Blaze Brothers on social media. And I believe that's your social media handle, right? It's under Blaze Brothers?
Yes, Blaze Brothers on Facebook, Blaze Brothers on TikTok, and Blaze Brothers 956 on Instagram.
There you go. So they're on those 3 platforms, guys. Give them a follow if you're watching the show right now. Give them a follow and get to know them and their music and what they got going on a daily basis. You know, I mean, I'm sure they post here and there and whatnot. You never know when they'll be performing in your neck of the woods, and you might want to go check them out. And they're going to perform that song right there, una más, bailando borracho. It's again, guys. This is going to be a song for the books right here. It's going to be the song probably of the year, country, Tejano country. You know, it's just getting started for these guys, and they're already doing great. So yeah, be on the lookout for them, man. So it doesn't get any better than that. Now, you know, you guys again have got a lot of experience under your belt. Any how do you say it? Information, or I would say advice, would you give to any of the upcoming artists out there that are considering doing a Tejano country or whatnot? You know, any advice? And I mean, you guys have already lived it, you've done it, but there's a lot of obstacles and there's a lot of different things that come into play as well. But any word of advice for all the youngsters or anybody out there considering trying to do some Tejano country?
Yeah, I mean, I think just be true to yourself, to what you love, and do it the way you want to do it, and take a chance. Do it, you know, put it out there. Put it out there.
I think that's one of a lot of people's biggest fear right there is just taking that chance. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to, you know, just do it. You never know. You know,
Yeah.
These guys, you know, again, got into the studio, put some stuff out there, didn't expect it to do anything, but look what it has done. That's great.
Yeah,
You know, doing
that-
great things, you know. So yeah. What about your thoughts there, Ray?
Well, like I said, I have a 16-year-old son, Rocco, and I have a 11-year-old son, Jason, and these boys. I mean, my advice to them is just keep playing, keep jamming. You know, this is the first time I've ever been on the radio. I think Ben's been on the radio with other projects before. This is the very first time I've been on there, and like I said, Keith, I'm 47 years old, so you know. But I mean, my kids are more talented than I am, so that's a start, you know. But my advice to them and to all, you know, all these youngsters that are getting involved in music, just keep doing it, keep pursuing, keep pressing forward, and someday you may hear yourself on the radio. It's you know, I think that might come true for a lot of people. So that would be my advice to the future.
Yeah. And some great advice at that as well. So thank you for that, Ray. As well, también Ben as well. Blaze Brothers. So Tony, you got anything for them, Tony?
Well, you took my question, but I'm
My apologies.
Yeah. No, just real quick. Ray, you said that you guys grew up together, obviously from real young, and y'all used to play in bands and stuff. What type of music were you guys into? Rock, heavy metal, country? What did you guys actually start off with? You know, playing around, and then up until now.
Well, I mean, me and Ben have taken, I think, like different paths, and you know, I grew up listening to rock and roll. I grew up listening to a lot of country, 90s country, 80s country, you know, early stuff like that, early Tejano. I love it to death. But as a guitar player, I was into the rock and roll. And then it would mesh well with what Ben was listening to, and you know, he would come with a song, and I would play some rock and roll to it, and it would just fit right. But yeah, I mean, my roots are definitely rock and roll and country as well, and I just love it to death. And I play every single day, and I know Ben does as well. But yeah, that's where my roots lay. I've been in mostly cover bands, aside from with Ben. I mean, me and Ben do strictly originals for the most part when it's just me and him, and that's the fun part to me. I love playing covers as well, and the bands that we're part of, or whatever the case, me and Ben are part of like a couple of different bands, and they're mostly all covers, but you know, they're fun to do, but there's nothing like playing your own music and being able to record your own things. That's just at another level altogether, and to me, that just that's where it's at right there, is playing your own original music for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
I kind of thought you kind of gave me that vibe, like heavy metal, rock. And I thought, honestly, you guys were going to say that's how Blaze came into the equation of the band, because I thought Ray kind of looks like heavy metal. I know he's a Texas Tech fan, but that's another story.
Shout out to Texas Tech, and shout out to my daughter, Caitlin Denopena, just graduated electrical engineering.
Oh,
Texas Tech.
congratulations to her. Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Congratulations to her. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
yes. So, any plans, or do you guys have any dates right now going forward right now, or you're just focused on getting the music out right now? Any performances scheduled?
Not yet. We've they've reached out to us already to do festivals and such, and so we're very interested in getting started on all of that. I think right now, like I said, first and foremost is we want to give it our all to the album. We wanted to give it our all. We want it to be very heartfelt and meaningful, and we want to do it right. So we're putting all our energy into that. But as soon as that's done, then all our focus is going to be getting it out there. So then that's for the gift.
That's awesome.
Very soon. And we will be posting. Yeah, please follow us on any of the social medias. That's where we're going to release the videos. That's where we'll start posting where we're going to be and where we'll be playing as well.
Wonderful, wonderful, and the wrapping of the release date of the EP / maybe album. Who knows?
Yes.
Once they get that, once they get all together again, we're gonna get all the 7 guys together, and they're gonna figure that out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. So yeah, but you want to get a rundown of all the guys in the band, give them shout outs.
Yeah, well, right now in the studio, it's basically gonna be us figuring it out in the studio, hammering it out. Me, Mr. Ray Rodriguez right here playing that rock and roll guitar, and Mr. Salomon. Right now we're kind of just basically the foundation of the band, and we're kind of laying down all the tracks.
Wonderful, wonderful. Any shout outs that you guys would like to give out to anybody out there, family members? So you can do one at a time, whoever wants to go. Any last words?
Definitely shout out to my kiddos out there, Dylan and Ashton and Caitlin, and all my family and friends listening out there. Love you guys. Thank you. And shout out to San Benito and the RGV and all the DJs. Thank you all, as well. You too, Antonio. Thank you all so much for playing the music and giving you artists an opportunity to get their music out there as well. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
For sure. Anytime. Doors are always open. Ray?
Yes, and I would definitely like to, send a shout out to my wife, Melinda. She's probably listening in the other room right now. And my 2 boys, Rocco and Jace, I mean, they're extremely proud, and, they love the music. My parents, Ray and Selena, they're super backers of this project, and all our friends and family that are out there. I have a lot of friends and family that support us and that call me every day and ask, like, hey, what number are you on the charts? Hey, what's going on, and this and that. And so we have a lot of friends and family that are really, really interested. At the Aioli, she's out there. I know she's listening right now. We love you to death.
That's at the Aioli.
Yes, and so, but I want to thank everyone, all our friends and family, like I said, and thank the Lord, of course, first and foremost, because without Him, none of this is possible, no doubt.
Absolutely.
There you go. Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good stuff. Now, guys, it's out and available. Check this out. Blaze Brothers, Una Más, Borracho Bailando, okay? It's available on all digital platforms. Go out there and add it to your playlist. It's out there on Spotify, whatever platform you use, guys. Go out there and search their name, Blaze Brothers, okay? You can find that song there, add it to your playlist and stream it, and be on the lookout for the video también that's going to be out very, very soon out there on YouTube and whatnot. So, yeah. For you guys, do you have a YouTube channel?
We do. Yeah, we have a YouTube channel. It's under, you'll find it under Blaze Brothers as well.
All right, cool. So y'all guys be on the lookout for that. Give them a follow as well, or subscribe to their page, and you'll be able to check that video out también once it comes out as well. I believe we're still getting some comments here on the show. Let me see what we got here. We got, who do we got here? Lisa Garcia, love the Blaze Brothers. And we also got Mark San Benito Proud. He's out there tuned in as well. So, yes, great stuff. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in to the show, man. So, again, we appreciate you guys taking the time to join us here on Tejano Time Podcast, man. We couldn't be more happier to have you on here and share your music with our audience as well going forward. So, we wish you the best of luck in the future, continued success. We want to see you guys continue to grow and do great things with this single right now. And plus, your music that's coming out very, very soon as well. So yeah, man. So congratulations to you right now with what you got going on with your current single, and it's just one at that. So you guys are overwhelmed, you know what I mean? So that's a good thing, you know what I mean? Brace yourself, because you guys are the ride is going to be a good one. So you guys are just getting started right now. Buckle up, put it that way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, really appreciate it, Keith and Tony. Thank you for having us on. This was a great experience talking to you guys. Thank you so very much.
No,
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you
Keith,
guys.
thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with you guys. Thank you so much, Keith, Antonio. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you guys keep doing what you're doing. Like, it's awesome. I can't wait to see the video, and I can't wait to see what else you guys got. And anything that we can do for you here in Lubbock, look us up. We're here for you guys.
Thank you.
There you go. That's right. And don't forget to stream the song, guys. It is available and requested on your local radio station, on your internet radio stations and whatnot. And also go out there and stream it, add it to your playlist as well. We're talking about the Blaze Brothers, Una Más Bailando Borracho. Okay, that's the name of the song. It's out, guys. So go out there and get it. Guys, God bless. Have a wonderful evening.
God bless. Thank you.
God bless you guys. Take care.
Thank you.